Hello and welcome to my kitchen. This is the Nutritionist Kitchen. This is the place where I founded the Academy of Plant-Based Nutrition Cooking School, and I have had hundreds of people in my kitchen over the years, and we had wonderful times at this very same counter learning various plant-based nutrition recipes, hands-on. Sometimes we would be outside at the outdoor kitchen that I have for the summer classes. And then in 2019, a little virus called COVID hit, and that ended the hands-on group cooking classes. But what I've discovered are the online cooking classes that I can offer to anyone geographically in the United States or in the world, and I'm very, very excited about them. I have launched two classes. One is Mediterranean inspired, Mediterranean meaning more Italian inspired plant-based cooking class, and the other one is on olive oil, the good, the bad, and the ugly of olive oil. I think they're both going to be really helpful to a lot of people, but I have a special treat for you today. I have one of the lessons that I am going to give to you, to my YouTube followers, so that you can watch it and you can learn how to make braised broccoli with almonds and yellow plump raisins, some onion and figs. And it's absolutely delicious, quick to make, easy, and nutrient and fiber packed. So for your listening and enjoyment pleasure, please listen to take the class. And it is just one class out of an entire course that could be enjoyed. I will leave the link in the description below to the whole class if you would like to take a look at it. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it. I know you will. And I'll also put the recipe in the description. And by the way, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love it. And I think you will love the channel. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to this lecture on braising vegetables. This is another thing that you can do. And I have a wonderful recipe to show you today that I think might become a favorite. It's braised broccolini with dried figs and onion and raisin. So it has a sweet and savory taste, and you also get all the nutritional value out of the broccolini. If you don't care for broccolini, you can braise any vegetable. And I'm going to show you just a quick recipe. You'll be able to download it at the end of this lecture. And we're going to start with some beautiful fresh broccolini that you can usually buy most all year long. And we're going to cut it with in about 2-inch long pieces, so that these are nice bite-sized pieces. And we're going to first blanch these just for a few seconds. And blanching is another way where you can just get your vegetables to a certain point where they still have wonderful color and they're still crispy. And I'm going to make sure that we have them immersed in the water. Then I have a pan, my non-stick pan. I'm going to put just a very, very small amount of oil just to coat, although this is a non-stick pan, so up to you, whichever you want to do. I have some high polyphenol olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, which adds some additional, not only taste, but antioxidant capability. So then I'm going to chop some onion. And I've started the onion. I got it started chopping because it's sliced so that it saves us some time. We're going to take our lovely onion and we're going to just also saute it very quickly. And I have my induction burner here, so it's a little bit noisy. I will kind of forewarn. And my onion is starting already to cook. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you can blanch any kind of greens, and I think a lot of people don't eat greens because they get this tough green piece of vegetable and on their plate and then a mouthful of it, and it's just chewy and not very attractive to be eating. So if you take your green, this is a slice of Swiss chard, and just blanch it as I'm doing right now, you'll be surprised at how tender it will become. So now that's as much as I'm going to do. I'm going to remove my broccolini, and as you can see, it's even more green, more beautiful than when I put it in the pan. I'm going to remove the rest of it, and now we're just going to braise it. So I'm going to take my spoons. I think you can see this. And we're going to let that just saute for a couple of minutes. This is another very quick recipe, and if you were using artichokes, you could do braise artichokes. You could braise squashes and other things that you may enjoy. So now that is cooking, and what we're going to do, it's sauteing a little bit, is I'm going to take a little bit of organic vegetable broth and I'm going to place it in the pan just to give it some extra liquid and make sure that this doesn't dry out, and a little more flavor. Now we're almost ready because it's so sauteing so beautifully, and so we are almost ready to do a finish on it, which makes it another quick and easy to make dinner. I have almonds, and they are slivered almonds, and so we're going to put almonds in here because that's going to give it some texture and extra flavor. It's getting even more beautiful. I have some raisins that I'm also going to add, and what I try to do is I try to get the big jumbo yellow raisins if they're available at a market near you. They're always very delicious. And when you mix this all in with a little bit of vegetable broth, you will see that these flavors are starting to come together. And then the final finishing touch on this recipe are the dried figs. So these are Mission figs, California figs that are dried. And I'm going to add them to our dish. And we have a wonderful array of tastes and something that's very quick to make. This is not one that you can make ahead of time and really keep for a long time. This is one that is best right from the pan. So I think you can see now. And the recipe that I'm giving you would make up enough for 2 main dishes or a couple of side dishes. This would be great as a side dish. I'm going to finish it off with the rest of the almonds because that's going to make it even more beautiful. Thank you for watching on this one. Make sure that you do download the recipe and give it a try. We'd love to hear from you and see what you think of it. Thanks.